Brothers and sisters, this is our God, Jesus, King of peace, who rejects war, whom no one can use to justify war. He does not listen to the prayers of those who wage war, but rejects them, saying, "Even though you make many prayers, I will not listen. Your hands are full of blood."
All right. Oh, holy shit. What? So, welcome back to another episode of The Dark of the Logic. I am Emmett, and before we get started with everything, you know the routine. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, let's get into it. So, as of now, Pope Leo has made his statement, and there has been no said. It's been mum's the word from the MAGA swallowers. Hashtag Heidi. I think this is interesting. I'm going to play for you the clip of what he said, and when we get back, we'll talk about it.
He did not arm himself, or defend himself, or fight any war. He revealed the gentle face of God, who always rejects violence. Rather than saving himself, he allowed himself to be nailed to the cross, embracing every cross borne in every time and place throughout human history. Brothers and sisters, this is our God, Jesus, King of peace, who rejects war, whom no one can use to justify war. He does not listen to the prayers of those who wage war, but rejects them, saying, "Even though you make many prayers, I will not listen. Your hands are full of blood."
This is a very interesting situation, because here he is directly calling out what is in the Bible, the thing that they keep saying, that MAGA swallowers keep saying, "Oh, I love the Bible," but for some reason didn't know this part. And I mean, I think it's a great thing that he brought this up. I think it's really awesome that he brought this up. And considering how not too long ago you had Trumpster Fire out here saying that, I don't think I'm going to get to heaven. I haven't been a good boy. I've diddled some kids. I've killed some people. I've done this and that. But it's strange that he has nothing to say about this. Mum's the word. And considering I'm not sure if there's more Catholics than there are Christians, but I'm pretty sure the MAGA swallowers are going to find their way in order to be able to try and get around it by saying, "Oh, well, no, they're Catholic." It's all the same thing. I don't know if you knew that. All the same stuff. But anyways, so my question is to you, MAGA. What do you guys think about this? Are you okay with this? Does this, do you now regret your stance, your votes? I mean, what is on your mind, MAGA swallowers? Because here is the Pope. And for a lot of you MAGA swallowers, you are Catholics. And then the rest are evangelicals, or evigelicals, as I like to call them. And I know that those that are not going to say that they're Catholic, or going to say that they're not Catholic, they're going to try and find a way to use that as well. "Oh man, fuck the Pope. Yeah, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, I did say that, and I'm not saying it me, but I'm just saying that. I would imagine that's what they're saying. Please don't come at me. But I mean, yeah, quite frankly, I hope that all of you know that you're the same thing that you've been telling other people you're going to have to go through. And if you are supporting this war, if you are supporting Trump, who has blood on his hands, not just from this war, but from other things that he's done in his past. Yeah, because, case in point. So I don't know if you remember that there was the allegations that a 13-year-old had been punched in the head and was thrown out of a room by Trumpster Fire because she bit his penis head. I mean, it's probably all he had, anyways. And so the FBI interviewed her 4 times. Oh, quattro, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyways, and that all of a sudden makes you have to believe that, wait, there's got to be some credibility that if they're going to her 4 times, and now it's come to light that his own lawyer screwed him. But I don't see anybody saying anything about it. And that's what's so interesting. It's like it happened and then it just brushed it off real quick. And see, this is why I don't approve of anything corporate or anything like that. If it ain't independent or if it ain't from some trusted non-biased source, I don't care about it. I don't. because even the Dems, like you losers, should have been all jumped on that, because this lawyer came out and said, yeah, we had to pay the hush money to this child for what happened to her. I don't know if MAGA followers are connecting the dots here. That means he's guilty of doing that. Okay, and so now imagine if this guy is in what we have gotten of the Epstein files. If he is in that a million times, mentioned it in a million times, just this one story alone should already make it a little bit more obvious that, yeah, gosh, he did it. But see, the idea is that you don't want to admit it because you saw yourself in him. You saw that, you believed his lies that, I can be a self-made millionaire and whatever, even though his father gave him like $400 million. And here's this guy who doesn't know how to talk. He's a freaking moron. But you saw that in yourself and you were like, yes, I want that guy representing me because he is exactly who I am. And he's giving me the gumption that I can do exactly what I want to be, which is be a completely indecent, inhumane piece of shit human. Because as it stands right now, there's only 3 reasons why you were still a MAGA swallower. 1, you are a complete moron and you are stuck in the sauce and you are a part of a cult because of whatever mental disorders and whatever family history or whatever that you've had has now culminated in you needed a father figure, which is why it was so popular with you guys that you called him daddy. Yeah, that was very telling. Now, secondly, and this is the one that I kind of go off of the most. Do you know you can make money off of it? You know that if you go out and be the most vile and wretched piece of crap on this planet and say, yeah, I support every nasty thing you should do. He should do it more. He should go further. You're only doing that because you want attention. Because you know at this point, just like that one napkin woman who decided to put on blackface and go complete full-on racist, even though she's got a biracial child. She lost everything, and then you MAGA swallowers made her a millionaire. Well, guess what? She's still broke now. She's broke now. And she's in a lot of legal trouble. Yeah, keep that up. But you guys see that. You see that, and you do it. And then the third is, that's pretty much about it, man. You either believe in it, you drink the juice so much that now you believe in it, or you just think that you can get your way into the White House. I mean, think about Laura Looney, or as you would know her, Laura Loomer. So the loony bin, like the weird jugular face, I don't know what to call her. You see that you could be that. Or at least you can get your bills taken care of. You can do all this. As long as I go out and I just be as nasty as I can to garner some attention. That's it. Because at the end of the day, that's all you guys wanted to join MAGA for, was because you wanted attention. Now here's where I'm going to be mean. You guys had such a horrible, piss poor life. And all the things that, have happened, not because of us, but because of your corporate overlords that you Trump hands over, have put you into that predicament. They have taken everything from you systematically and then told you your vote doesn't matter. But yet, why are they making all this about voting? You see what I'm saying? Like all the contradictions, the hypocrisy. Oh yeah, do you remember or did you hear that Trump and his whole family voted by mail? The same cheater mail that he calls it, vote by, cheat by mail. They just did it. Like he just did the thing that he is telling you is illegal in his eyes or should be made illegal in his eyes, and it's cheating. He just did it. There's no fucking excuse. There's no fucking excuse. Okay, you can't MAGA swallow this out of your way out of this one. It is what it is. But yet, for some reason, you're not even going to try and make up excuses for it. Like, all right, so the mom from A Necessary Conversation, she just blatantly just blacked out, and just kept repeating stuff and just would not. She put her little horse blinders on and stuck there. And most MAGA swallowers are like that. They put the blinders on and they do that. And then once they get around their friends, oh, hey. But when they're out in public and they're confronted with facts, those things that you desperately hate because you don't have them. Yeah. Day after day, I look at reports of sheer blatant moronic behavior and having to see people reenact it and embellish it and all that. Shit is ridiculous, dude. You guys, when all this is said and done, what are you gonna do? I can tell you now because I find this interesting. So people want Marco Rubio over Vance. I don't want any of them. I think they all should be put away. And I don't just say that just because, like, I actually have real reasons why they should be put away that are legitimate and have factual base on it. Not just saying, oh, well, I don't like him, so yeah, send him to jail. Yeah, no. I actually believe in the rule of law. Thank you. But, you know, I don't know. I just thought, man, that with the Pope saying that and really, you know, like kind of rubbing it in, and for Easter Sunday, I'm for it. I'm all for it. It's not Easter Sunday, it's Palm Sunday. That's it, Palm Sunday, whatever. I don't know about these things, man. I don't, you know, I just study the history behind it and all that kind of stuff. I don't really do all the holidays and stuff. But, you know, I don't know. So, MAGA swallowers, if you can, put a comment. Drop a comment and let me know. What do you think about what the Pope said about you? And what do you think about him saying that and 11 million people saying that and the entire world is now saying that? I mean, are you okay with Putin double timing or double crossing his lapdog by providing information along with North Korea to Iran in order to take out our military bases? Which, I'm sorry, for us to be making them out to be so evil and bad, for them to notify all of our bases and tell them evacuate because we're going to destroy it. I thought they were so deaf to America and they wanted to kill all Americans, but yet they were doing their best not to. They tried to make amends with all of their Gulf allies that, you know, had to be bombed because they were American bases. That doesn't sound like straight up, we're here to kill everybody. And quite frankly, I don't even think I know you guys do not know why there is this Iranian hate to America. You know, there is a real reason, but it's not what you want or what you think. 78 years ago, somewhere around there, give or take, there was a naval vessel that was out around in that area, and there was a passenger jet with 294 people and 64 children were on that plane, right? And this naval ship blew it up. At first, they tried to deny it. And then when they came out, they didn't want to have any culpability. They did not want to own up to it at all and didn't want to accept anything. What did they do? They gave like $20 billion, like $20 million. I don't know. They gave like some small amount. Well, small in terms of what countries give other countries. Gave some small amount and said, yeah, kick rocks, bitch. And then, as true typical American fashion, we started garnering fear of retribution. And that fear of retribution we turned into, we'll make our people hate them, and then we'll do all this, and so that way we can go in and we can attack them, and we can take everything from them. Because, I mean, think about it just now. Like, you've got, I forgot, not Bill O'Reilly, they all look the same. They're all, anyways. But they were talking about, yeah, we need to just go in and just take that uranium and take that oil. They don't own it. It's ours. We need to go take it. I mean, that's what they're saying. Blows my mind. But that's really all this is about. Control, ownership. And something that happened 70 years ago. So it isn't for 47 years that, you know, they've been, you know, we've been trying to do this war. No, it's not. That's a bullshit lie. Complete lie. What has happened is that we created an event. And because we still do not want to own up to that event, we have lied and bolstered and garnered support to go and wipe out the people that we already committed an atrocity to. And I find it funny, too, man. Like, I don't know if you guys have been watching any of the AI videos Iran has been putting out. Like, the last two, I think, were incredible. One of them, they put out a music video. And I think they need an award for that. They needed like an MTV Music Award for that. It was pretty damn good. But all the Lego AI videos that they have been doing are so interesting. But you know what's even more, and I know you MAGA followers are not going to acknowledge this, but I mean, they are basically pointing out the leader, not us, the leaders. Because they even point out Epstein Island. They point out all that. They point out everyone that America has done harm to. They're sitting there saying that, hey, we are fighting for them. Now, I'm not here to support Iran and, you know, what they do. And, you know, sometimes some of the things, you know, their history, it's whatever they want to do. That's their own freaking country. Do you, boo. Do you. But I'm not going to judge you either way or not, because it's not my thing. Yeah, I am going to say that I don't approve of anybody, trying to control their people or executing their people. I do not agree with that. I don't. But, until we are asked to come in, we can't. We have to keep back. So understanding that, they are basically saying, hey, leave us the hell alone. Let us do what we do. I'm like, I still don't understand. How are we now? Like, it's weird because there isn't much polling, like positive polling for the war, but there still is some people in support of it. And of course, all the war hawks, all the money hawks, all the other hawks, they're all into this and they all want this, but a majority of us don't. And all Iran is saying is, hey, look, man, back the fuck up. Back up. Let me be. But you have Yahoo out here being a Yahoo, basically saying, no, I want everything that you've got. The Strait of Hormuz and all these kinds of things, which now Trump is in a big deal because, the Houthis have now joined and they really control the Strait of Hormuz. And so I was watching Al Jazeera earlier and, there was a news report where, Trump was being asked questions and Trump was like, well, we really wanted to do some sort of a deal or whatever. But every time we want to make a deal, we have to go and blow them up. So the Iran nuclear deal, man, I really wish you guys, and I only mean MAGA swallowers, I really wish you guys could understand civics, history, reading, words. For people who are always telling other people to speak English, you have no understanding of the English language. You don't even know how the English language got started, which would make you, yeah. I wonder what you would start speaking then if you knew what the English language with arithmetic and all that stuff, where all that came from. Would you give it up then? Would you keep telling people to speak English or would you tell them to use something else, right? Anyways, I digress. But the Iran nuclear deal wasn't some stupid deal. It was literally the entire basis, for nuclear safety. The Iranians said, we are not going to produce weapons of mass destruction. We are not going to enrich uranium to even do that. We're not even going to look at it in the future. We're just not going to do it. It doesn't benefit us. And which I'm so interested in. If you are so concerned about weapons of mass destruction, why are you not kicking down Putin's door? Why are you not kicking down Kim Jong's door? I know there's a few other countries that have nukes. Why aren't we going and trying to blow up all these countries? Why only Iran? Iran is the only place that we've ever done something so egregious. To bomb that plane, completely destroyed everybody on there, no survivor. And then to say, I don't care. I don't take responsibility. I don't care. Whatever. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous. But that's American exceptionalism for you. But anyways, I have rambled on enough. Once again, everybody, you know the routine. You know the deal. Man, please look. I am trying to do something amazing here. Please believe me. I'm just trying to do something cool, man. And yeah, it does take. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been on YouTube and looked at, the requirements and all that kind of stuff to be able to monetize a channel. I'm not there yet, but I am trying to get there at least so that I can take more time because I have tried to record this 5 times. And, trying to afford things in this day and age, it ain't happening. So it takes a village to raise a podcast. Please, by all means, just hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you do feel inclined and you have the means, and my link in my bio will take you to where you can buy me a cup of coffee. And, well, you know how much a cup of coffee is, but it's not even that much. And then also, subscribe to my Substack. Yeah, I got one of those. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. Read a book. That's the best I can say. Read a book. Enjoy civics. And stay safe. Stay sane. No kings. I'm out, guys.